Hey, what's up? This is Damien from Angelwolf Studios. Ooh, it's been a couple of days. Um, Yesterday, being Thursday, um, I took the day off um, for myself and also because my son just needed me today. So, he comes first, always. Um, well, family comes first. I mean, I'm sure everybody understands that. Um, so, it is the morning still, I believe. I can't tell. Without my glasses, I can't see anything anyway. Um, I think it's still morning. So, the things I was supposed to do yesterday, I'm going to do today. Which is, I gotta cut the playing area for one of the two tables that I started. Then I'm going to, I have to cut the playing area, excuse me, the playing area, well, not the playing area, the topper for one of the tables, the second table that I'm working on. I have to cut that into parts. Did I do the other one? Yeah, I did the other one too already. So that shouldn't be a problem. I just gotta check to make sure it's not warped. That's all. And then bring them inside. Um, so the scrap storage is now full. And I still have so much to make. Um, it was a good idea to start out with, but it's full. Let me show you. Let's go this way. Alright, let me turn this around. It's full. Completely full. I'm standing here talking and talking and talking, and I wasn't recording. So, to make a long story short, um, I'm gonna go ahead. I need to do the things I was supposed to do yesterday. Um, Cutting the topper, or the cutting the topper into two parts for the one table, cutting the playing area for that table to bring those all those parts inside. And I'm gonna go as soon as I'm done doing that. I'm going straight to sanding. Um, the stuff that I can do inside, I can do after 9 o'clock. Um, so, um, so after I do the cutting, bring the parts inside. After they're cleaned, obviously, bring them inside, and then um, start working on sanding that table. Once that table is sanded down, I can go ahead and stain the legs of the table of the legs that I have to ship off. That because it's humid outside. If I stain the legs, it's not going to take as long to dry as saying the table would. If I stain the table as well today, which was the original plan, then it's going to take forever for it to dry, and I won't be able to cover it up tonight. I have been trying to work on different ways to to be able to cover up the table, like come up with like some kind of apparatus or something, like a clamp, something to clamp onto the table, or something along those lines, so that I can stain the table and then cover it up. Um, But everything that I've tried so far has not worked. I don't want any of the finish to get ruined. I don't want the covering that I put on the tables to stick to the tables and then ruin the tables at the same time. These are things I just don't want to happen. So, um, so that's the thing. That's what I got to worry about. Um, I'm also running low on. I think I only have one tarp left. I need to get more. Um, well, with these two tables that I'm making now, they're small enough to where I can put both of them under one tarp, so that's good. Um, but the one, and then I have two more after that. Those, I won't be able to do anything with those until I get another tarp. Or better yet, I would have to work on those one at a time. Um, but they're simple builds, so I don't have to worry about too much. Um, Besides the fact that I still have to go and get more lumber. I made a list. I have to find the list because I lost the list, I think. I'm not sure. Anyway, so I got a lot of stuff to do today is what I'm trying to say. To make a long story short, but the short story is now getting longer because I'm still talking. So, anyway, I'm sorry, I'm just looking at this. This is supposed to be a Megazord. Saber-tooth tiger, Triceratops, and is it that does the mastodon make both arms? I don't remember that. I don't remember the mastodon taking up both arms. Anyway. This is what happens when you have toys in front of you. Or collector's items. They take up, these are my squirrels. Anyway, so yeah, so I got all that stuff to do. I'm going to try to get it all done today. The thing is, you write a list. You say, this is what you're going to take care of today. And you start at the easiest thing, working towards the more difficult things. Or you do things in a certain order that, like, for example, I need to do the cutting before I do any staining so that I don't get the stain ruined by the dust. Makes complete sense, right? So, so it's going to be cutting, cleaning, staining, or cutting, cleaning, sanding. Sanding's not going to make a huge mess per se, like leaving stuff all over the place. But the sanding has to be done, and everything has to settle. So, like, after I sand, I have to take a break, let everything settle, then I'll go back out and do the staining of those legs. Then, after that, it really depends on what I'm doing. If I have room, and yeah, if I have the room, then I can go ahead and start assembling those two tables. If it's not too late, that is. That's basically it. If I have the room and the time, then I can start assembling the tables. no biggie. So, um, yeah, that's it. I'll catch you in a few seconds.
Notice it's a little darker now, but it's not quite nighttime. Let me show you why. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Rain, rain, go away. Come back another day. Little Johnny wants to play. Or something like that. Or the Trent D'Arby version. Rain, rain, go away, rain, rain, come back again another day. You thought I didn't know who Trent D'Arby was, huh? Now, if you don't know, what you doing? Go check him out. Yeah, I think it was him. I don't remember. I don't remember that part. I just know the music was good. Anyway. Neighbors got roofers in the rain. So, yeah, and the funny thing is that the rain started right after I uncovered this. Yeah, I uncovered this, took off the first thing so I could fix the edge banding that was on it. The problem I had with the edge banding. That's over there. And yeah, then it started raining. And I'm like, yeah, this is a great time for you to start raining, huh? Anyway, I'm not letting it get me down. I'm just going to fix the issue that I had. Make sure there's no other issues. I think this is the only problem right here. Nothing that an iron can't take care of. So, going to go ahead and take care of that, and I'll get back with you. On a forced break. Because I can't sand a table in the rain. Thought it would be cool, but it rained so much that water splashing onto the table. You can't sand a wet table. Okay, so it is around 8 o'clock-ish. As you can tell, I've been doing some sanding. That's because it stopped raining. I still don't like you, Thor. So, let me show you where I'm at. Okay, so I've gotten the table down to 80 grit all the way around. And this is the first time I've had to go through 3 sheets for one table. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this one might be still good, but these are definitely slick. This one might still be good. I might still use this, but I've never had to use this much before. I think I'm going to have to switch to a different company. Right now I'm using Gator. I think this is what it's called. Yeah, Gator. This is ones I get from Walmart. Obviously because it's cheap. But until now, it's been good enough quality that I didn't have to go through so much at one time. So I'm definitely going to be searching around for a new, if not equally priced, but similar priced sanding paper for my sander, because I really rather it be like maybe 1 or 2 for an entire table instead of, just going through the whole pack. I know 3 is not going through the whole pack, but still. I'm about to go over 120 for the whole thing now. I got both sides of the topper already. This is the side that I like the best, so I'm going to use this one for the top. The other side is going to be the bottom, obviously. And I was thinking, what if I were to take the opposite side of the topper? because this gets the color of the table. What if I take the other side of the topper and do one of three things? So one customer, let me switch this around. So one customer mentioned to me that maybe putting felt on the backside of the topper would be a good thing. So I mean that would give you ability to play two different games, I guess. You know, multi-level dungeons or something. I don't know. I really don't. But I mean, it sounds like a good idea. I just have to find a way to get felt in sheets big enough to fit, if that's the case. If I do that, and then of course it's going to be, I have to give the color options and everything. So then I have the issue with well, not an issue, but like, what else? What if I were to make the underside of the topper writable, like chalkboard paint or whiteboard paint? I think that might even be useful. Now, if I had a way to get, say, the materials for like, those cutting mats that crafters use. One that I've been wanting to get sold for so long, but they're always so expensive. If I knew what they were using, and I can make my own or get the material from someplace, I would love to do that, because that's another idea I was thinking of putting on the other side. Because we'll say, like, you're doing homework, right? Your kid's doing homework. You can flip over one of these leaflets and use it as a whiteboard or use it as a chalkboard to help with the lesson. Especially with kids being, homeschooled right now. So let me know what you think down in the description down below. I really, really think that this is a good idea, but I want some feedback. All right, let me get back to work. It's getting dark and I need to order some food, because I am not cooking today. Not after all this aggravation. Every time I come out here, the dogs start barking. Like, she own this over here. You stay over there and stay in your yard. Anyway, irony of this whole thing is irony of this whole sanding business is that, let's see, what time is it right now? Oh, actually I can wait till tomorrow for this. So basically what happens next is I got it done through something flew in my mouth, I think. So what happens next on the table is, since I got it to 120, what I do is I take this bottle, just water, and I spray the whole surface. Then I spray it like to really dampen it, and then I take a washcloth or some kind of rag, and I wipe off the excess. What this does is it raises the grain, because like when you're working with dry wood especially, which for most projects you should be using dry wood, just saying. So when you put water on it, it raises the grain a little bit, and it makes it a little bit rough, just a little bit rough again. So then after I raise the grain, I let it all dry, and then I go hit it with a 220 grit sandpaper, and then it's nice and baby smooth. And that is like the best base for stain. So I don't. It's like 8:30 right now. A friend of mine's coming over, because like I said, I do not feel like eating, and what I wanted to eat, you can't order. So, or better yet, you know how they have like deals So like, they don't have their deals through Postmates unless you have like a code or something. And I don't have any one of those like newspapers or anything that has the codes in it. So, oh well. Anyway, after I raise the grain and sand this down to 220, I still have to go back. I have to sand around the cup holders to make sure that they're moving in and out nice and smooth. And so that when I go to put stain on it, so they're also nice and smooth. Maybe not as baby smooth as the rest, but it's doable. Let's see what else. Yeah, so that's all I have to do. Do that, and then I can stain that and stain the legs together on the same day. As long as it's early enough, I can do it. If I take too long to do it like later on in the day, then I can't do it because it won't dry before I'm able to put the tarp back on. Legs doesn't matter, just as long as they're not getting wet or getting dusty, everything should be fine with those. So tomorrow is going to be final sanding. I'm also going to try to do this here because, like I said, I want to get those dice trays into a store. So if I can get the dice trays into a store, that's going to be their like little display case for it. So yeah. And right on time, here comes my friend, so we can cover up this table. Alright, check you later. Actually, see you in the next video. I'm not doing anything after this.